assigned at birth and what we can do with those body parts. I'm not denying that. That's a biological reality. Again, the social meaning I'm attaching to it is what I'm saying is more complicated.
But it's not complicated. Can men give birth?
Sometimes. That's my answer. Yes.
And the answer that is crazy. And this is we cannot. It's just crazy. We cannot allow this to happen.
But you wouldn't say the definition of being a woman is the ability to give birth.
And I'm not saying it, but only women can give birth is a factually true statement. Only women can give birth. There's only one type of human being
only
that
people
can
with
give
uteruses
birth.
and vaginas
Yes,
and
can
stuff
give
can
birth.
give birth.
Only women can give birth.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Birth.
I'm not, and that here's what I think we're talking past each other. What I'm saying is, I'm not disputing the fact that certain body parts yield certain kinds of possibilities, right? What I'm disagreeing with is the idea that that is the measure of whether or not you're a man or a woman in society.
Okay, but it is now come to a point where if you say that only women can give birth, you are called a bigot. That is crazy. That's nuts. If you say, like J.K. Rowling did when she got canceled by the Harry Potter cast, that only women can menstruate. Okay, can men get their period? Can you help my audience? Can men get their period?
Yeah. Some can.
Okay.
Yeah, trans men. There's some trans men who can. And again, I think it's okay.
Isn't that still a woman? So this is a mental thing. You say a trans man, that is still a woman. Might be looking like a man on the outside, but it's still a woman on the inside. You know what I call it? You're a plain dress up. All right? It's because guys like this is why. Cause I think I think they're afraid to stand up and speak how they really feel about it, but they're scared they might get canceled because, you know, it's all about the money. But guys like this is why society is now we are way past this right now. Now it's way worse. People are identifying as all type of stuff right now. I don't care what you want to identify as, but don't try to force me to believe it. All right? Don't force me to believe it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay to ask interesting questions. I think it's okay to have intellectual debates. But I don't think that we ever want to enter a space where we deny the humanity, and I'm not saying you are, but to deny the humanity or the experiences of other people.
Like I said, I was totally okay with trans until it became a demand. What you are denying is my ability to be an intelligent human being, right? You're denying my ability to talk about science and biology in a meaningful way. You are now making your existence is actually infringing on mine. Okay.
How so?
And because when you make it a requirement now that I have to pretend that men can give birth and men can menstruate and there needs to be tampons as the ACLU is fighting for in male restrooms, and if I don't see the reason, the importance of that, then I'm a bigot. I'm someone that doesn't accept. No. I accept you if you want to run around and you want to wear a dress and you want to call yourself Tiffany and you want to put a pillow in. But you won't call me Tiffany. If you want, I don't need to know your name. It doesn't mean anything to me. If you want to call, I'm not going to sit here and say I don't believe your name is Tiffany. You know, if a person comes up to me and they're in a dress and a skirt and they say my name's Tiffany, okay, cool, Tiffany, cool, right? But when it becomes Candace is a bigot because she won't acknowledge that, you know, Tiffany the man got her period and can have a baby, I'm not playing that game. I will never. So
tomorrow,
back
I come
down.
on your show tomorrow, and I have decided that, or a year from now, suddenly I have reimagined my identity, and I have recognized and affirmed my identity as a trans woman, and I no longer want to identify as Marc. I want to identify, as use your example, as Tiffany. You wouldn't be like, this book says Marc, you're Marc. You'd call me Tiffany.
I'd call you Tiffany, but I'm not going to call you she and her because that has real meaning.
No.
And I'm not going to play the game.
What's compromised by that is what I'm trying to understand.
My reality. You're now saying you've transformed your reality and now I have to pretend that words have no meanings, and they do have meanings, right? So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to call you, hi, Tiff. How you doing, Tiff? Did you have a good day, Tiff? Great, Tiff. I'm not going to then say she. I'm not doing that. And if people cannot, if people the demand.
But you won't misgender me either.
What? I'll just call you Tiffany.
But and if they say where'd Tiffany go, you're not gonna be like he just left. You'll say she just left.
I'll probably slip up once or twice. But
I'm not talking about
Tiffany
mistakes, but I'm saying you wouldn't intentionally misgender me.
No, I wouldn't intentionally misgender you, but I don't want Tiffany in my bathroom. I don't want Tiffany
but
in my spaces.
But you also don't want tampons in the other bathroom. Right? That's what I don't get.
No, I don't care. I think it's stupid. I think it's foolish. I think it's dumb. But if that's really where guys want to go, do it. I don't care. It's not my business. It doesn't impact me. I don't have to go in the bathroom. But I don't want Tiffany in my bathroom.
And
Candace is speaking for all of us, all right? Including myself. Listen, I don't care what you want to identify as. Whatever name you want me to call you, I will call you that. But I'm not going to play the he and the she I'm not going to play those games. Whatever name you want me to call you, I will call you that. Point blank, period. And just like he just said, he just slipped up when he said, I want to reimagine my identity. See? Imagine. What is imagination? Delusion. You imagine something that is not physically there. So he does say it himself. You remember when you were kids And we used to watch like the X-Men and Superman. I used to chase your friend around and saying, I'm Superman. And the other guy would be like, he's whatever villain of Superman, right? And you'll be like, I got the kryptonite. And you act like you act like you're getting weak and you collapse on the floor. As you get older, you don't do that anymore. You break out of that. That's what kids do. They imagine stuff like that because they thinking they are, but they know they're not. This is exactly what this is. You thinking you're something that you're totally not. And then you're trying to tell me that you are what that you say you are. No, you're not. If you're a man, you're a man. If you want me to call you whatever girl name you want me to call you, I will call you that. Tiffany, Amanda, I'll call you whatever name. But I'm not going to sit there and be like, yes, you're a woman. No, I'm not going to play that game. That's like Candace said. I'm not going to play those games with you. And before we continue, did you guys saw that? I forget what award it was from the left on the Biden administration. They give somebody an award for, I guess it was like a award for some type of woman of the year or something like that. Some type of, I forget what ceremony it was. And it was a transgender. See what I'm saying? Women are becoming, it's almost like women are like the past.
Okay, are you okay with gender neutral bathrooms?
That's how most bathrooms are. That's all. Go on the plane. They're all gender neutral.
No, I got you. But
Yeah,
I'm saying
bathroom, fine.
But
Cool.
I'm saying designating a specific one like in public spaces, like restaurants.
Yeah, I hate that they say gender neutral because usually they just say bathroom. Like you don't need to say gender neutral. It just says bathroom, and we all understood that. That just seems to be an extra step of virtue signaling to say gender neutral. You just put bathroom. Everyone knows what that means.
No, but a lot of times in places like, for example, in our university, we have male bathrooms, we have female bathrooms, and then we have gender neutral bathrooms.
You can just put bathroom. Everyone knows what it means. You put WC, everyone knows what it means. It means anybody can go here. That's always been that way since the beginning of time. And then suddenly the trans lobby wanted to say gender neutral, and suddenly we had to put gender neutral.
That's so fascinating because I find it actually be the right in this case, and I'm not.
Planes. Do they say gender neutral? Or
I'm with you.
Bathroom.
I'm with you. I mean, grandmom's house.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, right? I mean, no one called it gender. I'm with you.
Yeah.
But I often find that it's the anti-trans community that's like, oh my God, the gender neutral bathroom.
Because it's the
God made bathroom for man, bathroom for woman. I'm like, what are you talking about?
No, they've always been just bathrooms. Usually at small places, just bathrooms. It's fine, but like I can't stand the preamble to the Constitution. Any person can go here. We don't care whether you. Just shut up.
I think that's a good thing. I think
it's
that's
just annoying. It's just the constant virtue signaling. Shut up. Just put bathroom.
It's about affirming people's identity.
You don't need your identity affirmed on a bathroom sign. If you need that,
you do if you've been denied access.
It just says bathroom.
That's privilege.
It's not privilege.
That's cisgender privilege. It really is.
Oh my God!
It is.
Stop with these made-up terms. Cisgender privilege. It's just a bathroom.
All words are made up.
I mean, it's just a bathroom.
It's a necessary word.
It's like
no, but what I'm saying is, if you've been constantly denied access to something, affirming that you can come here matters because there's a long history of trans people.
Just write bathroom.
Right, and I'm saying, just right bathroom historically has still excluded people who are visibly gender nonconforming. If you go throughout history, you know how many people are kicked out of restaurants and not even allowed to sit in the restaurant, much less use the bathroom because their gender doesn't seem to line up with what society's expectations. And so saying you can come here too is a sign of saying we welcome you. It's just like when you see like an ally sign or a rainbow flag on a restaurant. It's not saying that anyone who doesn't have one means gay people can't come in, but the point is because places have been so hostile, affirming that you can come in
Nothing
matters.
annoys me more than that crap. I mean, I tell you, nothing annoys me more than seeing that crap everywhere all the time. It's just, you gotta have the Black Lives Matter flag, the LGBT flag, the this sign. It's like, dude, since when are people not allowed to just buy furniture? I don't need you to have 18 different signs. Like, I just want to walk into the furniture store. It's not
because
everything.
People aren't welcome.
Why is he making something so simple? What she's trying to say into something so difficult. It's not that complicated what she is trying to, what is she saying? A bathroom is a bathroom. Why you need to have different signs saying it's a bathroom? That's it. I'm familiar with his name, Lamont, but I'm not sure like what he is all about. I don't follow him, but I'm familiar with his name. But he seems like, you see, this is why we are lacking real men these days. Real men that will stand up for what's right. Like I said, don't force your beliefs on me. I don't care what you want to be or what you want to do. When I used to smoke cigarettes, when I go to the 7-Elevens and I come out before I go into my car, I might smoke a cigarette. And a few times I encountered transgenders. They came right up to me. Hey, can I get a cigarette? You know how the way they dress. I was like, oh yeah, sure, man. Yeah, right here. I don't discriminate. Like I said, I don't care, but don't force your beliefs on me. That is it. Why they making it so complicated? Like I just don't get it. Be whoever you want to be. That's your life, not my life. That is your life you're living. Just like if I want to do drugs, I'm not going to force you to do drugs because you don't. I'm not going to force my habits on you. You see what they're doing? And now it's harder for them to try to get to adults. So now they're trying to reprogram the kids. Just like what Candace said before. I'm not sure if you guys saw that part of the clip. I'll leave it linked in the description when she was talking about how they got it into school. Now, if your kid wants to decide what gender he or she wants to be, they can do that. But I still have to pay their bills. I still have to take them to the doctors. I still gotta buy their clothes. But they can make a life-changing decision, and I can't say nothing about it. My kid, they're slowly taking away our rights.
Would you be okay if they're American flag? Would you be mad at American flag?
Can you help me? When were gay people in America not allowed to buy furniture? You're gonna have to help me out with that.
It's not specific to furniture, but gay people.
No, I'm saying like it's every store now. It's every store. They have to put a flag.
There is a historical narrative.
When were gay people not allowed to go into McDonald's?
As long as there have been McDonald's. And public, and this isn't specific to McDonald's. I'm saying that in terms of public accommodations, people who identify as gender nonconforming, we can talk about gay, lesbian, bisexual. But I'm talking specifically right now about trans folk. Yes, they're often denied access to public spaces like restaurants, like furniture stores, like hospitals, etc. And part of the reason, and again, there's plenty of data on this, is that when they're in public space, they're often criminalized. They're often seen as sex workers. They're often seen as doing something illicit, even if they're just walking down the street. So the reason you see an overrepresentation of trans women, for example, being stopped and searched and frisked or apprehended or questioned, even when they've done nothing, or presumed to be doing sex work just because they're on a corner, like literally they could be crossing the street, is because there's an expectation of who and what they are, a social construct. And so, yes, to say, look, you can come here, we want you here, we won't be judged here, this is a safe haven here, is entirely reasonable. If I had a university, to use your argument earlier.
Before you finish, just like when you said, like if a trans is crossing the street, might get pulled over by the cops, thinking they're doing, certain activities. You mean just like a black person, how he dressed, walking down the street, get pulled over by the cop?
And I think it's okay for a university on the website to say, hey, we value diversity of opinion. We want conservatives too, right? Now you might say, well, why do I need to say that? Conservatives should be allowed anywhere. But you would say universities are hostile spaces to conservatives. So if I wanted to signal to conservatives that they were welcome here too, I would have to go above and beyond to say that, because they're typically not. And so I would, by your argument, and so I'm saying similarly, if a place is denying access historically, a country, to queer folk or to trans folk, then I'm saying, yeah, we got to do something extra to say that.
Maybe we should come up with a flag for conservative people. I
think it's red, white, and blue. It has like 50 stars.
Oh, just America? That's it? We'll take it. Everyone start putting American flags so we know that it's safe for conservatives to go in.
Maybe it's the Confederate one. I don't know.
Make America great again.
Whatever. I will wrap this by saying I think this was a very important discussion.
Yeah, this is fun.
I think there needs to be more of this. We don't have to agree, but we cannot be scared to have the conversation. People benefit from seeing different perspectives. In the Black community, we are not all a monolith. I disagree with Marc on virtually everything he has said here, but I will defend. What that does for me and my fans.
Thank you.
But I will defend his right to say it to
That's
the death of me. I think we need more diversity of thought and more diversity of opinion, and I deeply respect you for coming onto the show and saying what you believe on and sticking by it.
We could definitely agree to disagree. I totally agree with Candace on that. Like I said, man, as long as you're not forcing your beliefs on me, I don't really care what you identify as. Like I said, it's your life that you're living. But when you're forcing to change reality just to fit your ways and the way you think and the way you want to live your life, don't have that affect mine. I just want to live my life. I don't want to have to go through all of this and I have to force to accept this and I force to believe in all of this type of stuff. Just be who you want to be. We don't care. Don't force on us. Stop forcing it on our kids. They have to stop with this, especially on the kids, because they know the kids, they're the next one that's coming up, the next generation coming up. And the more generation that they keep reprogramming, you guys see where this is going. Before you know it, masculinity is going to be gone. They're trying to make a lot of male very effeminate. If we stand up for what's right, they try to strip us of everything. You guys know what I'm talking about. They want us to just go along, and we can't stand up to anything that's going on. If you guys notice, there's a lot more transgenders right now than I have ever seen throughout my lifetime, my 30-something years. Now they're having, I'm gonna leave you guys with this, like Candace was saying. Are you having they're forcing so bad on the kids that parents are taking their little kids, I mean 3, 4, 5, maybe and 2-year-olds, to go to drag queen shows? Are you serious? You having kids putting money in their... What? You see how far we going? You see how far we're going? We on this agenda behind us. That's what I mean. Because there's no reason for you to force it on us. You see a lot of black people. We know they're going to be racist. We don't care. We're still going to live our life. We're not going to force you to like us. It is what it is. That's it. Hey, give you guys think about this in the comments, man. Like I was saying throughout the video, everybody has the right to believe whatever they want to believe in. We could agree to disagree. That's not forced on the rest of us. Because a lot of us, we are not delusional. We know what we see. Hey, until then, I'll catch you guys next video. Peace out. You guys have a blessed day.